Hey, it's Mary Richardson with Music Junkie Press. We're back down here at the Fillmore. Got a special treat for you. They're back. Justin's here back at the Fillmore. Blue October.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
Good, good. Welcome back here.
Thank you.
You ready to destroy it out here on the Heart Go Bang tour?
Thank you so much. This place is really amazing. It's legendary. I walk around here and I see all these bands that have played here. Like, it's just incredible, from like Pearl Jam and Ryan Adams, Cowboy Junkies.
It is. It's just addictive just looking around. It brings you like your whole history of your...
And I know I've got a poster somewhere in here, but I can't find it yet.
We'll make a search for it today,
yeah,
right?
I'll have to search for it.
Well, okay, we got to talk. We heard last night, Sacramento, great show.
It was great.
Oh my God, it was great
First
to come
time,
back.
Did y'all ever go? Did y'all go last?
We went to the last time before. Not last time. We had friends went.
Well, last night we sold it out for the first time, so I was like, yes.
It was so cool. We had,
Great.
We heard so many things about just the energy that's been out on this tour.
Yeah.
And we've got to talk. The album, Home went to #1, and his second album that goes to #1, but it's your 8th studio album. How is it to have the comparison of an album that might have been at a dramatic, dark time versus this positive energy that comes out of Home?
It's like night and day, really. I guess it's kind of like I guess it's amazing because when you look back at like Foiled and it was so dark and so sad, you know, but it was honest. And it's now I'm kind of like, oh, good job, Justin, because you're still being as honest as you can, but now you're being as honest as you can about living in the light instead of living in the dark. And so it's really cool to know that I'm not trying to stay dark and be as creepy as I possibly can. That was real back then, and I represented it real. And then now that I have faith in life, and I have a family and sobriety and just love life. Like, I love life. It's sick how much I love it, and the fact that I get to write just as passionately about my lust for life as I did about sadness is such a blessing.
It's amazing because it's like, I mean, and congratulations, 5 years.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Coming up on 5, I got until next year, actually, December this year. Yeah, shortly after my father passed away, I just said, no, I'm done, and 5 years.
When's your 5 year?
It'll be December 22nd. His birthday was his birthday of this year coming up. It was, and I know what you mean, because the neat thing is, I was talking to that for 20 years you've been part of, like, personally, my ups and downs, and it's been neat to see that your fans have grown with you at the same time. I mean,
it's weird,
right? You see you. I mean, the neat thing is, we've run into people that we've seen 10 years ago that we saw at your concerts, and to see the change they've made, it's
pretty
just
pretty awe. Like, I see fans that are not only like trying to get healthier up here, but like working out and losing weight, not going to the gym, but eating right, knowing that they can do it.
Doing it right.
And it's so neat to see people that were once in walkers that were now just like, hey, it's all good, man. You could do your thing. I got this. I'm gonna walk down the street, you know. And when they used to be like, hey.
Struggling and getting,
and it's really a blessing to see that.
It's amazing because you see this transition and this transformation, and then a lot of them, you've had experience meeting a lot of the fans that have come to you about the music and how it's helped them and empowered them and given them confidence. I mean, is there a lot of stories, or maybe some that just really resonate with you, that you find yourself going back to in your head? I wonder what's going on with that.
It's not the stories people tell, it's what I see, the changes I see in people. Like I used to be a real needy person. When I had your attention, it was going to be all about me. And you're going to hear about my problems and everything I'm going through and everything, how hard it is. And people used to be that way with me, and that's how we would connect. And now when I see people that have made a significant change in their life, that have been there from 10 years ago, that lost like a significant, like 70 pounds, there's a select few people that I've, not necessarily the stories, it's to see these people that are going above and beyond to change their lives. So that when I go back to Colorado and I see her again, I'm just like, holy shit. I know this girl, I won't mention her by name, but she had spine surgery. Walked on a walker, was probably 100 pounds heavier than she is now. And now when I see her, she's just like, I got this, I'm cool. And
she's amazing.
Beautiful.
That is so amazing.
Like, I look at her, I'm like, oh my God, you're a hottie. Like,
that is
where
so
did you
cool.
come from?
Yeah.
And those are the things that I remember, you know, and those are the things that I see, or people that got sober and their kids bring them to the shows. People with like a chip, and they put down their 5-year chip, and they're like, it's for you.
That's
That makes me just tingle.
That's amazing.
Because I know how special it is.
It is, and it's a neat thing to see. And I mean, you mentioned about the fact that all ages are coming to the shows. I mean, you've got kids coming with their parents bringing their kids, and I mean, it's so cool to see because there's a whole. We were here the last time we saw some kids. You know, they were in their teens and they were singing all the songs. And the neat thing is they're going to Amoeba right after to go find all the old, the old CDs, and it's like they're rediscovering. With your sobriety, have you found any bands that maybe you rediscovered? Because in the past you didn't give them a second chance. I mean, even old bands. It's
so true.
It's so weird. You go back, you're like, my God, I never listened to that. Have you felt that?
I was in love with bands like Idaho and Red House Banners and the Cocteau Twins and the Smiths and the Cure. And then when I got off the track and started using so much, it was not about any other bands. Nobody inspired me. I was going to do it all. And I started listening to a lot of hip hop and just, I mean, I love hip hop, but the simple stuff that one listen, you're like, oh, that's got some hooks.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, whatever happened to thought-provoking, life-changing, mind-altering chords? And I went back and listened to Idaho, Skyscraper, and that's probably one of the most diverse, breathtaking bands in the world. I suggest you listen to Skyscraper by Idaho.
That's so cool.
Or their whole first album, Year After Year. Will change your life. It's so amazing. It's like that slowcore phase when slowcore was cool, and like Mazzy Star and the Smiths. And
it's cool to rediscover after. I mean, and that's what you've also done a lot of different things over the last few years. You were doing some acting.
Yeah.
And I mean,
well, not necessarily acting. I didn't go like starring. I did some classes.
Yeah.
Being sober, you want to start learning.
Yes.
So I wanted to learn as much as I can to better my craft. Took some writing classes. Took some acting classes. Took some stage classes, took voice classes. I just want to be the best that I can possibly be.
What's next? Do you have anything else that you want to just sort of
tackle?
tackle?
I'm almost done with my documentary that I've been shooting for 5 years. And people think it's about Blue October and how the story of Blue October. No, it's about the story of what it takes to stay sober on the road. And then as you stay sober, you watch your relationships patch themselves back together. The story of redemption and the story of just, not necessarily the music, but just
exactly. There's so much more behind it.
Just so much more behind it, and how beautiful life can be.
That's amazing. I mean, and you've been touring. Now you've got the kids with you out on tour, and you were talking about getting healthy. What is your fitness routine? Because we hear you walking 5 miles this morning, and you tackled these hills out here that are crazy.
I went 7 miles this morning, but my thing is I just put in my headphones, put the kids in the stroller, and just start going. And then when my legs start hurting, I turn around and start heading back. But seriously, all I do is walk.
Yeah.
I just walk, and then I don't eat after like 9:30 at night.
Do you do the Fitbit we're tracking everything? I know. We've got a little group of people that we do it, and we're like always challenging. And we're like, okay, guys, he's got 30,000 a day.
I lost my Fitbit, so now I have to do it with my iPhone.
I know I'm missing something out there.
But it's a challenge. It's just like sobriety. Like I allow myself 1 cigarette a day, and that's after the show when I find a peaceful spot and I'm thanking God for the day. I smoke a cigarette, and I know it's not good for me, but it's the one thing I got.
But you did, yeah.
And I'll just smoke it, and I'll just say thank you God for another day, And it's such a cool, peaceful moment. And usually I'll have like a sip of coffee just so it tastes good. Yeah. And then I'll just smoke that one freaking
and
cigarette.
Take your time with it.
I'll take my time.
And that's the neat thing is that's what I've noticed also is you just enjoy things so much more. On our walks we'll go out and we're sniffing everybody's roses in the neighborhood.
Me too.
You're always wondering if they're peeking out.
Dude, it's so true, bro. And then I'm like, that's a nasty shit. Someone took a nasty shit. Let that dog. That's a nasty shit, But I'm like, that's a shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
It's so true. And the dog's smiling because he needed to take a fucking shit, So that's what he does.
You find everything on your walks.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's really, truly an honor. And the best thing about it is people aren't walking on eggshells around me anymore. They're like going, they can rely on me. And I'm the first one up in the morning and the first one to go to bed at night.
And taking care of business.
Taking care of myself, taking care of my family, taking care of my friends in the band who I love so much that took care of me in such a dark time. It's
amazing. It's wonderful to see you like that. And also, we got a 26-track open book album. Is that what we're talking about at the end of the year?
Yeah,
is that? That's exciting.
Dude, it's cool.
That is.
Yeah, it's just I'm always doing something.
Yeah.
I'm always doing something, and my next idea is just I want to create like an app, right, where you go to it, and it's this thing where I challenge myself to write a new song for the people that subscribe to this app every month, and they get this new song, a new video, and the only way you can get it is not by streaming or not by like buying an album, but you get it by subscribing to this app. And when you do, you get poetry, and you get one song a month, and then you get to involve yourself in the making of each song. Well, what do you think I should use here? Think I should use this wordplay or that wordplay? Well, blah, 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 try that. Okay, I'll try that. Ooh, that worked. Then people get writer's credit from
and getting it. That is incredible.
And then you just get to touch people that way, you know.
And involve them all, especially because they've been all, there for you, and you've been there for them. So it's great to bring them together.
Totally, and they feel a part of something.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fun. And I don't know. I'm just always thinking about something.
You gotta work on a play though too.
Oh,
I don't know. I keep thinking that.
And I'm working on a children's book.
Oh, that's incredible.
About the kid that goes on tour.
Yeah, I love it.
And what they might see through their eyes.
Now, have you looked at the tour and found little spots that they have to go check out on? Okay.
Every single time. This morning we walked all the way down to the bay.
Oh, did you see the whales?
All the way back up.
Did you?
I didn't get to go to see the whales.
On our drive here, we saw them at the Golden Gate Bridge. We pulled over, had to go up, took some time out, got some photos.
Them?
Yeah, there's like about 8 or 10 of them right there by the Golden Gate Bridge, and we're like, didn't come all the way up, but he got some photos of
Dude,
them. Oh,
I wish I could have made it down there. I went to the top of the hill, and it went boom.
Then it goes all the way down. You went. I don't even take my car down. I'm serious.
I had to go to the side streets, like all the way back over here. It was cool.
And then in Seattle, there's a great airplane museum. Can I take the kids to? I think there's
in
one
Seattle, I always go to the Pike's Place.
Yes,
that cool little area,
Yeah.
and then take them down to
That's
by the
cool.
water and give them the big Ferris wheel.
Very cool. And Idaho's got the candy factory. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
Idaho Candy
Oh,
Factory.
wow.
They do tours out there. I don't think they have gummy bears, but they've got a lot of other stuff.
Boise?
I think it's near Boise. Yeah, it's Idaho Candy Factory. They do tours out
Dude,
there.
you rock.
There's all kinds of little things we used to do when we traveled around too.
Oh man.
You
rock. And then we're going to Missoula, Montana.
Ooh.
Where it's just gorgeous there, and there's a really cool tattoo parlor. I'm gonna go get tattooed. What's up, Ryan?
Hi.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey,
come
Ryan.
sit
You're
down.
in the middle of an interview.
Just get a shot of Ryan.
How are you?
My awful hair. Hi.
He's got Ryan. Don't know who there is.
He's ready for San
Thank you,
Francisco.
Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. Nice to meet you,
Nice
Mary.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Get back to your interview. Hi. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what these guys are for life. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, we're so glad to be out here for you. Tour's going on until June.
Yeah.
And then what's after that? You got some festivals actually coming up
Got
too.
some festivals, and then July I get a month with my other daughter, so I just shut down in
Great,
July.
great.
The daughter that I've always been fighting for, me and my ex get along very well now. Because I realized that I was crazy.
That is amazing.
And I was a drug addict, and that's probably why she wasn't letting me see her.
That's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean. Because you start realizing the whole. I know.
Maybe
I
she was
revisited
right.
my history where you're
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
maybe that wasn't them the whole time.
So we get
It's a
to hang
beautiful
out
thing.
now, and it's a beautiful thing.
We've got a
Gonna-
great summer
gonna
plan.
Get her for a whole month in July, and then August I start recording our new album,
Your new album.
which
Great.
I've already started writing. There's a song called "I Hope You're Happy."
I love it. I love it.
So
Oh.
good. There's a song, and what's great is we have a new guitarist in the band, right?
Mhm.
Him and I are like Johnny Marr and Morrissey. We just connect. He's amazing.
Actually, everybody's been talking about how everything's just this cohesive Joe with the band, and it's
We've
exciting
already
to see.
written
And-
most of the new album. It's just like, and then we've got. It's just crazy. There's just so
No,
much
we're-
to be excited
We're
about.
going to let everybody know to keep following you on your socials and everything.
Thank you, Blue
And
October Band. Thank
definitely,
you
and
so
all the
much.
sites. And also, lastly, is there anything else you want to share with your fans?
Just that ever since I got sober, I've remembered that you guys have been supporting me. And I can't thank you enough behind the camera for always being there and being involved in this journey with me, because I was really lost when I came out of the other side, and I didn't really get what I had done to people. And you were one of the only publications that showed up and was like, hey, I dig your shit. Let me write about you. So I want to thank you too for
It's been
always
a pleasure
being
and
there.
honor. It's been an honor for us.
Yeah, man. And if there's anything I can ever do for y'all, I'll